Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to do one machine on the Van Hub, which is C1F. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. And as you can see over here, some description about this machine. This is some sort of a piece of a cake machine. So yeah, this machine is anything but difficult. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started. We can switch over to the Kinenix VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. Maybe, okay. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be NetDiscover. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 121. So what are we going to do next? We need to do the port and the surface scanning with the Nmap. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So for now, we just get out its result. I use the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -P- to do the full range port scan. And the last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. So from the Nmap scanning, we can tell that the target has two open port numbers. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service. Of course, the version information, including the version number, is retrieved as well. So maybe we can use such a sprite to see whether this version of OpenSSH has vulnerability or not. Although here some exploits, however, all of them belong to the username enumeration, which is not what we want at this moment. So for now, we can ignore this surface for a moment. The second one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information, Apache 2. So then what are we going to do next? We need to do the enumeration with HTTP service, both manually and automatically. Let's fire up our browser of Firefox and put the IP address of the target into the address bar. And we got this Apache 2 Ubuntu default page, the back from the target. And we can scroll down, make sure we do not miss anything important. And also we can check source code or view source code. Sometimes source code can leak some sensitive information, but in this case, nothing like that we can get. So next we can check whether, I'd like to close up one browser tab, and now we can use command line to retrieve the robots file. Robots not found. Next we can use Nikto to do the automatic enumeration. I always use the Nikto to start enumeration with the web application because, as you can see over here, many different types of information about this web application can be enumerated out. For example, like request header information, allowed HTTP methods. Sometimes if the target or web application allows dangerous method like the put, and then we can make use of this dangerous method for our purpose. But here, Nikto found the nodes file. We can use the Q to retrieve this file, nodes. And I should finish my second lab. And pointed to I should delete these two files. So next, I think, because here just says should, maybe not yet. So we can use the Q to retrieve these two files. So we got this file back. First stage, flag it if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this looks like credentials, right? The username and password. And before we try that, I'd like to retrieve the second file, however, not found. So this may be, deleted already. So next, before we try to use these credentials to SSH to the target, I like to do the directory enumeration first. I think following some sort of methodology is important. Word list, dbuster, directory, extension option. Okay, press enter. Of course, you can use other, directory enumeration tools. For example, like dir search. Maybe I'd like to make very quick recap. So the utilities or tools to do the directory enumeration. The first one I always prefer this one, GoBuster. And the second one is the B, and also dbuster. This dbuster has GUI. And next, dir search. Sometimes we need to combine different techniques or tools to make directory enumeration. Okay? And so I think the first, so we need to combine tools, and also we need to use different word list. Okay, even we need to create the or custom word list. For example, we can use Q to create the custom word list. Okay, so before we go on, I'd like to make this very quick recap about the directory enumeration. Let's go back or pull up our terminal. I don't think we can find anything else in terms of directories or files. To save time, I'd like to interrupt it here. So I think we have already done almost everything what we can, in terms of enumeration. So what to do next? We can use the credentials what we got from this file to SSH to the target, and we can copy the password, a bit long password, to see whether this credential is correct. And we can spawn the bash shell or more interactive shell. Next, we can retrieve the user flag, no problem. So that's amazing, good job. So I think this machine is a piece of a cake machine, not complicated at all. So next we can take a look at the, we need to do some local enumeration. For example, the bash history. So the cat, of course, please ignore those commands. Okay, so nothing there. And now we can go to the home directory, the two users, and we can go to the next one or the second one. And at this moment, of course, paintings. There's some pictures or images. Maybe we need to download those 4 pictures to Kali Linux for analysis. Before I do that, I'd like to check the kernel of this machine. So I think this machine has, some exploit for the kernel. But before I try such kernel exploit, I'd like to make image analysis. We always choose the low hanging fruit, right? Rather than difficult one. Okay, so how to download these 4 images? There will be different ways. For example, like we can check whether Python 3 is there, Python 3 there, and then we can set up the web server on the target, and then we can download. So this would be the, one of the ways. And another way we can use Netcat. Maybe I'd like to show you this way in this video. So how to do? We can set up the listener, and we want to we need to download these 4 images one by one, and we can copy the part of the original file name as file name on the Kali Linux. Okay, and then we can cut out tunnel to Netcat and port number. Now, if we go back, as you can see, the listener has received the data from the target, and you can check it out. And this is the American image. So similarly, we can download other images. For example, this one we can copy and paste in here. And here we can use Frank. We can use tab to autocomplete the command. Okay. Okay. We received another file, and we can go to the next one. Next one should be beauty. And then we can switch back to the target shell Russian. So the beauty image has been downloaded. So next, the last one should be this one. Ooh. And paste in here. And we can cut net. Okay. So we have already downloaded these 4 images from the target. Next, we need to, involve image analysis. The first utility I'd like to use, EXIF2, we can use asterisk or wildcard to choose all images. Okay. So this EXIF2 will retrieve metadata about the pictures, but nothing special here. The second utility I'd like to use when I deal with or when I try to analyze image is stack height with option extract. And extract means extract the hidden message. And also, if you want, you can use the H to, the help. You can get all available options. For example, we can use this one, and also we can cover file. But for CTF-like machines, we always use the extract option. So we can use stack height, extract SF, and select. So here SF stands for select sticker file, and we can the first one, no passphrase, and the second one, beauty, no passphrase, Makasi, no passphrase, and the last one. This time we successfully extracted data from the image, and we can cut out this text file. Oh, I know I should delete this, but I can't remember it. Screw me. And it looks like this is the credential for the second user. This is the second user. So then we can copy its password, and we can switch to another user. And we can paste in here. Okay, we successfully made the lateral movement. So what do we have to do next? We need to elevate our privilege to root user. So how? We of course we need to check something. For example, like a bash history. So nothing there. Sorry, nothing there. And the next command is sudo with the option of -l to see whether this user can run sudo. Yeah, even can run all commands. So the privilege escalation would be very easy. As you can see, we successfully elevated our privilege to root user. Then we can navigate to root directory, and then we can get the final flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.